Can you hear me now? Can any of you guys hear me now? Thank you. Thank you, Chef T. You are an angel. Yeah, apparently I have two microphones and apparently I picked the one that was dead. Okay, let's see what's going on with Aries. As I was saying when you guys couldn't hear me, ooh, the moon. Aries is one of my favorite fire signs. Good times all the way around, especially behind closed doors. Got the moon, got Page of Wands, Ten of Cups in reverse, and Lovers in reverse. All right. Okay, Aries, it looks like I'm going to get some clarification on the moon and Page of Wands, but I'm more concerned about the fact that you've got the Lovers and Ten of Cups showing up in reverse. That sounds like problems. A little bit of problems in love. The moon is also often indicative of being at war with yourself, having to make a decision. And it looks like, for the same reason that I enjoy Aries, maybe your logic and let's just say your sacral chakra, how's that if we're keeping it politically correct, has you at war with what you should do. Let's see if we can get some clarification on what's going down. I'm going to use a different deck. We're actually going to use the unfolding path. Why is Aries starting off with the moon? That's got Aries twisted up in their head, looking up at the sky at night, looking for answers, right? King of Swords in reverse, the Sun, and the Chariot. You're not happy where you're at. Anytime the King of Swords shows up in reverse, I feel like that's someone that doesn't feel like they're in control of their own life, the master of their own destiny. That, yes, they're sitting on the throne, but they're not comfortable with it. And that's keeping you from moving towards the sun. You want to move. I don't know if this is move out of an area, move out of a situation, but you want to move. Let's see why you aren't. See why you aren't. Ah, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, Ten of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords. Okay, that's pretty clear. I couldn't have asked for a clearer answer than that one. It looks like, can you get any more literal? Someone you saw as, you can put these genders as energies wherever it may fit, but it looks like your heart got broken and you got taken for a ride with some money. So your money. Hi, hi, Biz. Ha ha ha. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm on Aries right now. But yeah, somebody. Oh, and this feminine energy, she was a hell of a something. Took you for a ride, and you haven't been able to get off that ride. That explains why the Ten of Cups and the Lovers is in reverse. I want to give you some advice on this, but I feel like I need to get some clarification on what's going on in your head. Yeah, Aries, it looks like, yeah, you've got some indecision going on and you have been taken for quite the emotional. First thing out, bliss showing up in the reverse. Bliss, happiness showing up in reverse. Well, reconciliation, rebuild. Anything else you want? Gambling, taking a chance. We had a bunch fall out here. Looks like you want to take a chance of reconciling with this person, but the energy that came out was watch your back, toxicity, followed by music and important connection. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that maybe you guys met at a concert, an event, and the pull was so strong, it felt like it was like destiny. And I think we've all met someone that just feels like it's destined, but this person for you, Aries, isn't this person is no good. That's why they took you for that ride. That's why it didn't work. I'm going to suggest you work on healing and move forward. Let's go to Celestial Insights, and I'm going to pull one advice card for you. I feel like you need to focus on something with yourself. You're not feeling comfortable on your own throne. And every deck I pick up, y'all notice it wants to shuffle upside down first? Renewal. You are entering a phase of renewal and fresh energy. Have you been feeling worn out? It's time to refresh yourself, whether by resting or changing your environment. New energy is on the way. Yeah, if you let this go and you give yourself a chance to heal from whatever happened, there's bigger, better, brighter, and more worthwhile things for you. And I don't even feel like it's over the horizon. I feel like it might be at the horizon. You just got to go up there and meet it. Okay, we are rolling into Taurus next. I know somebody that's watching is going to be happy that Taurus is next. I don't know who that might be. I don't know who that could possibly be that's happy that Taurus is coming up next. But yeah, I felt quite the pull to go live today, so I didn't fight it. I've been scared to go live with you guys. I don't know why. And if you're still in the chat there, Bizmaster, I'm having a hard time seeing your full name. I know who you are. I've seen you in my comments before. If you've got a question, shoot it to me. Let's see. But we got Taurus next. Okay. What's going on with Taurus? Ooh, Taurus want to come out all at once. Two of Cups in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Moon in reverse. Four of Cups and the Strength card. My first thought, anytime I see the Two of Cups in reverse, again, that's some heartache. That's some iffy love. That's some doubt going on with whether or not whoever you've been dealing with is worthy to hold that other cup. I've seen this card 1,000 times. I don't think I've ever said those words. You're warring with yourself of whether or not the other person is worthy to hold that cup. And I'm guessing, feeling like not. And with this followed by the Queen of Pentacles, you see how she's looking down at that pentacle? You need to be focusing on yourself, your business, your mind on your money, and your money on your with your money on your mind. I like this card in reverse. The reason why I like when the moon is in reverse, it gives me the feeling that someone who's been making a decision has finally made it. You may be feeling a little uncertain. We're gonna get some clarity right now in a little bit. but you've already made a decision. Problem is, once you go through heartache and stuff, this happens. You see how that person's got their arms folded in this card? Someone's extending the cup and they ain't wanting to have shit to do with it. I don't know if I'll get dinged for saying certain words. I guess I'm going to find out. But I get the feeling of love hasn't been easy. This cup was deceptive. This cup was full of something that was nasty. This cup was probably almost like drinking poison. And now you don't even want to deal with trying this other cup, not even looking at it. Just like, you see, I got my bags packed, my arms folded. I don't want your damn cup. But you're stronger than you think you are. And you're going to find your inner strength during this time of transition, during this time where you're focusing on yourself, becoming that queen that you are. You're going to find your strength, even though it's going to feel like you're about out of it. You're going to really find out what you're made of, who you are, what you're dealing with. Yes, the money, baby. Absolutely. Because the thing of it is, you know, when we think about money, we think about it in its tangible form, actual dollars, bank accounts. But money also indicates stability. When you can make yourself stable and you can take care of yourself, oh, all these other people that have kept you in indecision, giving you these cups not worth a damn, they're going to fall by the wayside and they're going to make room for somebody worth your time. But let's see here. I'm real curious about this moon card. What's the decision that Taurus? Yes, I'm on Taurus. What's the decision that Taurus was facing and looks like they've made, but they're on Two of Swords in reverse. See, that's a strong card, but it's in reverse. It's like you threw down a band hammer, Taurus. But you're not mentally concrete. You're not feeling mentally concrete about that decision, but I'm feeling like it's the right one. See what else? The Fool. First card of the major arcana, strongest card in the entire deck. You're taking a leap of faith, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're taking that leap of faith on yourself, which is probably why you feel uncertain. Taurus is another earth sign. I'm a Capricorn, by the way. We are very strong in having faith in others. We are strong in having faith when we're helping others. But when we go out on that limb for ourselves, we almost feel guilty sometimes, and we get uncertain about using all our time, effort, energy, and resources for us, but we're just as deserving. Ooh, I just split the deck and I got the King of Pentacles right next to the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like if you could get through this, the person worthy of holding that other cup, oh, you ain't gonna have to find them. They gonna find you. They are gonna find you. Chef T, I met my future mother-in-law this morning. We can laugh about it later. Oh, girl. Yes, please. But I want to see something else here. I want to dig. What's going on in your head? I'm going to be nosy. Especially since I know I got a Taurus in the chat. I'm going to be nosy. Ooh, that deck did not want it. Okay, I'm going to put it better words than nosy. I'm going to be inquisitive. Insecurity, self-esteem flipped out. Crossroads. Turmoil's coming ahead. Storm. And then we got text messages and intimacy and bonding. That's a lot. Insecurity, crossroads, turmoil's ahead. I don't feel like it's never ending, but I ain't gonna lie to you. You know I don't blow smoke. What you about to go through, Taurus, It's gonna take a while and it's gonna be bumpy. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's gonna be a bumpy night. Let's head over here and see if so you said facts, yeah. But just hang in there. The strength part didn't show up at the end for no reason. It's not there just perpetrating, holding up space. Yes. The answer to your question is yes. Have you been hesitant about a decision? The universe is giving you a clear sign to move forward. Trust this path. Can you see that? So, yeah, whatever. Like I said, you already made the decision. The moon is in reverse. Trust it. Go forward with it. But you got to go in on it with your full chest. And yes, that was for you, Chef T, and any other Taurus listening. You got to go in with your full chest. The universe doesn't like it when we half-ass anything, especially if it gives us a new beginning. It gives us a breakthrough. It gives us a port in the storm. It does not like it. It does not like it at all when we go half-assy with something. When it believes in us, it's asking us to believe back. And any of you guys that hang out through this chat, like I said, I am running through the entire zodiac. If you want to ask questions at the end, just drop it in the comments and I'll give you a little bit of a personal one. Ooh, Gemini wanted to be loud. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Ooh, Five of Cups in reverse. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. You got the Magician. And I felt the need to stop, but we've got the Page of Swords at the bottom. Dear sweet Gemini. Ooh, dear sweet Gemini, I have a feeling that you're holding on to the wrong thing. Yeah, yeah, that's a lot of reversals for a major arcana to show up like it did. So, Gemini, it looks like you're holding tight to something, and pentacles often represent not just money but resources. It could be a soul sucking job, it could be a place that you live, it could be a business, something you've invested in. It doesn't even have to be going bad, it's just not doing it, it's just not fulfilling. And with the Queen of Cups show up in reverse, you're not in love with what you're doing. And I dare say for some of you, you might not be in love with who you're with, but they're comfortable. Five of Cups in reverse. Look at that. So focused on the fact that three of them have spilled, right? Can't see the two full ones behind them. Maybe that's why the Magician followed. You're the master of your own destiny. Look, notice there's a pentacle and a cup on this table. I don't think that's a coincidence either. You can go after, you can get the fulfillment you want in your material world and in your heart, but you got to go after it. You can't sit. You can't sit here like this. There ain't nothing wrong with the Page of Swords, but we all know pages are immature. You can't sit here playing like a little kid with your life. Go in, go hard. Let's see if we can figure out. I'm looking at this four pentacles upside down. Like, what is he holding on to? What is he holding on to so hard? I hear you, Shifty. I'll take it. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Thank you both for letting me know. Both of you for letting me know that I couldn't be heard. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, strength card in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. All right, Gemini. Whatever this is that you're going through, that you're holding on to, I know, and I'm just getting the feeling you have invested so much in this, but it is draining your strength. You want to go forward so bad. You can almost taste it. I can almost taste it for you. And because you are not feeling it anymore, you got this lack mindset going on. You, when you get in a lack mindset, right, you know how thoughts dictate your actions dictate your realities. Once you get in that lack mindset, that's all you will feel. That's all you'll put out. That's all you'll get back. Now, Gemini, I'm curious about this magician. Because I know your magic. You know your magic. Nobody's sitting here listening to a live tarot reading in the middle of a Monday morning, not believing in magic. You believe I got the Five of Cups in reverse again? But we've got a King of Wands and Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, you four sweet summer child. Okay. Duplicate cards. You are upside down in your feelings. I feel like you're running from them though. I feel like you're absolutely running from feeling the depth of what you feel. Gotta, you're trying to evolve. That's why we got the Page of Swords upright. That's where you're at. You're trying to get to the Knight of Swords. You're trying to get the strength to be stronger than you are to cut this loose. When I get swords, people are trying to cut something loose. They're trying to make a decision. And when you make that decision, you gonna end up. You see this King of Wands, and we all know what Wands is about. You gonna fall in love with yourself. You're gonna fall in love with your destiny. You're gonna fall in love with your day to day, and that is going to lead you to sitting on all kinds of thrones. Let's see if we got a little bit of advice for Gemini for something for you to focus on. Well, this definitely let me shuffle it upright. Ooh, I'ma just say the three cards that flipped out tells me it's a person that's got you locked up like this. Sometimes we got to step away from people, take a break. It's not necessarily saying that you got to get a divorce or you got to run off or whatever, but a break sometimes is good. Cupid Deep Challenge. Challenge, yeah, so I was right because it was the marriage, true love, and decisions card that came out that I didn't show you guys. But then Cupid Deep Challenge. Challenges in love are testing you. Are you facing difficulties in a relationship? Don't shy away. Facing these challenges head on will strengthen your bond. Take you a break and come back and look at things with a clear head and in a different light. Sometimes you get so focused on taking from somebody that just recently got divorced. And then me and my now ex-husband sat in the hallway of the damn courthouse and talked for 4 hours in a way we hadn't talked in about a decade. Sometimes you can get so wrapped up in all the arguing and fighting and past bitter feelings and everything that's been going on, that's been going wrong, you can't see the good parts. And the good parts are what'll get you. All right, we are rolling into our first water sign, Cancer. Do we have any Cancers in the chat? I know not a lot of you right now, but I'm wondering if there are any Cancers in the chat, just out of curiosity. But we are on Cancer. All right. Angel spirits and guys, what is going on with Cancer? What is Cancer doing? The Sun, I like that already. Ten of Swords, something's come to an end. Two of Cups, won't be ending for long. Something new is on the way. Tower in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's on the bottom of the deck. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, okay, okay. Cancer. This mask that you're wearing won't be a mask for long. The sun is a great card, but keep in mind, you don't have to be Mary Poppins, Little Miss Sunshine, Officer fucking friendly to everybody when you're going through this, because something with you has just come to an end, and it came to an end swift and vicious. And something tells me it was a little bit more public than you would like. Usually, the Ten of Swords, when someone gets stabbed in the back when things end, it's generally not behind closed doors quietly, and that can be. My heart goes out to you if that's the way it was. That can be so hurtful and disruptive, which may be why instead of living in the sun, you're wearing the sun as a mask. But fear not. New love is on the way, but you've got to get through this tower moment. I'm going to clarify that tower because then we got the Eight of Pentacles because that looks like you wanted to work on something. But this tower moment, because you've gone through all of this, has you not sure. What is this tower that Cancer is going through? What is this tower that Cancer is going through? Because a lot of people always think that the Ten of Swords is stabbed in the back of love. Often it is, but it's usually multifaceted. Oh, sorry, it is heartbreak. Ooh, sorry, sorry, sorry. You're being strong through it again. Feel like you're wearing that sunshiny mask. What else we got? What else is this tower about? Is it just love? Something else going on here? Knight of Pentacles, we got another tower. Ooh, okay, whatever you're going through, baby, it is horrid. It's got you pulled east ways of Sunday. And this also applies to any of you that got strong water sign, strong Cancer in your chart. My throat. Closing up, I must have hit a sore note with somebody. What are the chances? Another two towers in the reverse. But that tells me this is a needed ending. And unlike for Gemini, I feel like this is going to wrap up for you sooner rather than later. But I'm curious also about this Two of Cups. Oh my, who is it deck is yelling at me. Do you have somebody in your life that you might not realize is trying to offer you a cup of love? Because sometimes people, when they know you're going through stuff, they hang back and they're just supportive and they might even play just like the confidant or friend role, but someone the same height as you? Yeah, I got straight up nosy. Exaggerated features and black clothing. Someone the same height as you. And I got pregnant in the reverse. It doesn't always have to be literal. Now, nothing to say that you guys can't be pregnant, and that might be why this tower moment is so severe. Because if you've gone through the loss of a pregnancy or the loss of a relationship in the midst of being pregnant, finding out you're pregnant, trying to give birth to something new, going through a double tower moment would cause an almost mental collapse. But yeah, I have a feeling you've got somebody that exaggerated features, same height as you. I want something on this Eight of Pentacles. What is it you want to work on? What is it you want to work on? Travel, new experiences, following your intuition and inner knowing. I'm going to say take your ass a break. But sometimes travel just means movement. Your intuition might be telling you you need to move away from something to work on something else. Give that a shot. Let's see if we can pull something that poor Cancer can focus on that will help them through this double tower moment. That's twice doing this with two different decks, and I pulled duplicate cards. Honor and patience. Wanted to fight out, so I'll read them both. Respect yourself and others is the key to your growth. Have you felt a lack of respect in some areas of your life? If you're going through a double tower moment, you just got stabbed in the back. I feel like respect is the last thing you've been feeling. So, yeah, by setting clear boundaries and honoring yourself, the world will follow suit. Drop that super Ms. or Mr. Sunshine act and let your emotions out. Shit, let people know that they done pissed you off, that they didn't step wrong. And then patience. I feel like this is patience with yourself. Patience is the key to achieving your goals. Have you been feeling restless? Trust in the process and wait for things to unfold. Great outcomes take time. Especially if you've gone through a double tower moment, been stabbed in the back and all that, it's going to take time to recoup from that to where you can think clearly and focus past your emotions. And your emotions are valid. Sit down and feel them. Fall apart. Fall apart. I know it's scary. Sit down and let yourself fall apart so you can put yourself back together without all that shit in the way. All right, what do we have next? We have Leo. Oh, love, hate with Leo. I mean, that's just personal experience. But Leo, everybody says Aries is a fire sign, they're strong and bullheaded. But let me just say, Leos are also strong and bullheaded, but boy, they got an ego. Whereas Aries usually has an ego that they can back up. Leo often just has ego for the sake of ego, but there's some. Sometimes I like that about them. Sometimes they can be your biggest cheerleader if they let themselves. Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, another Tower in reverse. What y'all doing out here? Knight of Swords in reverse. Woo, the devil. Oh yeah, yeah, oy vey, Leo, Leo, Leo. This is a loss. It seems like you. This this looks like a loss. Because it's like you go from this sunshiny Queen of Wands on the throne. It looks like someone that you felt was really sweet and caring, almost like a younger version of that same person in the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. But it looks like you lost that. You lost some money in the midst of a tower moment. Knight of Swords in reverse. You want to move towards this person to stop this tower? But the devil's in the details, right? I feel like this is ego stopping you. Let's see if I'm right. Because it's such a weird series of cards. Yeah, let's okay. Let's just back up here. All right, Leo. Let's just go that my intuition is right. You lost the queen, you lost the money in a tower, but you're too scared to move. It's the devil's in the details. Now, these two are the same people in the lover's card, but they've set negative energy so long. They've got these loops around their neck. If you see how big they are, they could free themselves and walk away, but they're so stuck in negativity and they've lived in this energy so long that they're starting to grow tails and stuff. But this is also um card that often shows up for Capricorns like me. So I don't know, maybe you're dealing with an earth sign, but I have this feeling this is more to do with uh toxic thought, toxic energy that you've gotten stuck in, just playing the same song over and over till you can't hear nothing else. Good Lord have mercy. Ooh, there's a third party involved in whatever you got twisted up in. You got the Three of Pentacles. Looks like you was running game for a little bit there, Leo. But with this, the Three of Cups upside down. And I'm telling you, some shit came to light, things maybe fell apart on you. I don't know. Then you got death. Yeah, something definitely ended. Four of Cups. Now you're so bruised up and stuff. Again, not even wanting to consider that cup of love. Mm, but that's what you want. Whoever you lost was your world. And ain't nobody stopping you but you. I'm drawn to the visuals of this woman. Tribal, dark skin, thick build. I don't know. Go after your world. Let's see if we can get some advice for Leo other than play the straight and narrow, be honest. Does it sound like a lot of cards flipped out there? It sounds like some shit went down hard and fast. We got two again. Embrace. Embrace the change happening around you. Have recent changes made you uneasy? Accept them, adjust, and discover the opportunities that come with transformation. And then we got Cupid's Deep Challenge showing up for the second time. Challenges in love are testing you. Are you facing difficulties in a relationship? Don't shy away. Facing these challenges head on will strengthen your bond. Yeah, it looks like you got one last shot at getting your act together and fixing this mess. And I have to say it's a mess. I could probably do an hour read on the cards that flipped out here. Um, but you got to turn this card around. You can't just keep thinking about sending that message, saying that apology, making a move. You got to actually do it, or the devil's gonna win. All right. So next we have Virgo. Oh, another sign that I'm quite fond of is Virgo. Uh, Virgo is like a good. It's like if you would mix a Capricorn with a Taurus, right? Virgo. They are go getters, but they know how to relax. They are honest, but not so brutal. All right, let's see what we have going on for Virgo. What you got going on, Virgo? I'm just peeking into everybody's world as it is right now. I can't say I've never said anything to people in all my years of doing this that wasn't prophetic, but I don't like peeking down the pike too much. King of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Hierophant in the reverse. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are you completely upside down? Then we got the Star. Okay, whoa. Virgo, what you doing? Completely emotionally upside down. It's like a father figure is upside down, a mother figure is upside down, your inner child is acting up. Your cup of love is going the wrong direction, your money is going the wrong direction. But you got hope here at the end. That's the start. I feel like I want to dig more personally. You see the deck that I picked up. What happened? What in the holy hell happened here? Are we gonna split the deck on this one? Nothing's gonna come out. Oh, okay. Shapeshifter mimicking, fated meeting, bliss, happiness, break up forever. Ooh. Mm. If we laid this out like this, You feel like there's an imposter in your life. Want to reconnect with a childhood friend. Bliss of happiness seems beyond you. And something ended that really tore you up. Grass is greener possibilities. Why are you getting so many cards? Fear, afraid, safety, comfort, divine feminine, strong affection, heartbreak again, divine connection. Ooh, okay. This feels like something that take its own reading. Yeah, nine of swords, eight of swords. Yeah. Um, you're imprisoned in your own mind. Hate to be the one to tell you that. Your circular thinking and some of the decisions that you have made, you have imprisoned yourself in your own thoughts. But you're not captive and you're not alone. It looks like you've got someone over here willing to pour into you, but you got to let them in. Keeping secrets, lies, reconciliation, rebuild, music. I'm not going to lie. This is confusing me. Everything in my head just went dead quiet when I pulled these two swords. Nine of swords, it went dead quiet. The urge to run away is strong. I'm going to suggest you think long and hard before you run away. I'm not saying not take a break, but I'm going to suggest you think long and hard before you run away. But yeah, your entire mental landscape, this is mental. Outwardly, your world might look like roses to people, but your mind is all over the place. One of my favorite signs, I'm sorry to hear that for you, Virgo. But the thing about being imprisoned in our own minds, we can get out with some work. Whether it takes therapy, whether it takes meditation, whether it just takes some journaling, facing our own inner demons. Link attract. You are attracting people and opportunities that align with your energy. Are you dissatisfied with your current surroundings? I dare say yes. Shift your mindset and your energy, and you'll begin attracting what you desire. Maybe that's why this was confusing. Maybe you're trapped in your head because you feel like you're surrounded by a bunch of people that don't understand you. Because that could be a big thing. When what you think is your inner circle doesn't really feel like your inner circle, that can be a lot. Pull the same. Yeah. Shift your circle. Clean out your circle. Sometimes you sometimes you got to clean house. I did it. I completely and utterly did it. It was brutal. 2025 people did not know what to do with me. It was the elimination round. A lot of folks that have been ride or die with me for eons did not make it into 2026. So maybe that's what you need, Virgo. Clean house. Okay. Libra, air sign. Well, that wants out. So what we got here? Nine of swords. Someone's not sleeping. Eight of wands. Instead of something coming at you fast, something's leaving you fast. Page of wands. Eight of cups. You're walking away from something. Nine of pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Libra, Libra, Libra. Not going to shy away from the fact that everything here adds up to a nine. Nine, eight, and one is nine. What did you do? I feel like you did something. You made a decision that you can't You can't rest with it. You can't jive with. And whoever is leaving you or that you're running away from, it's happening fast. The light I see, when I see the pages, like I said, they're immature. I just see someone still trying to grow into themselves. I feel like maybe if you were known to be quite the player, and that might have caused all of this, you're getting it under control. And you're either, like I said, just like those Eight of Wands walking away, either you're walking away from some empty cups or they're walking away from you because you couldn't fill their cups. It might be both. But with Ace of Wands in reverse, it seems like you figured out what was causing it. Yeah, a lot of wands. Yeah, a lot of wands. It seems like you might have been a little bit of a slave to your veto, a little bit there, caused you to make some decisions that's keeping you up at night. That's hard to live with. And it looks like your money's trying to grow, but it's a little. I mean, it's not a. With the Knight of Pentacles on here, that's a slow moving knight. I'm gonna tell you, that's a slow moving knight. But he is moving. Regardless, he's getting there. Slow and steady wins the race, right? But you probably don't like slow. Whole inner growth. That's good for you. New love, renewed hope. Also good. Gambling, taking a chance. Okay. I was getting the feeling that someone was moving away from you, you was getting control of yourself, and you want to move towards someone else, and then was a stop. Take that chance. You've grown up, new love. There's a possibility there. Take that chance. I mean, it's you're gonna have to do it though. Between the lines, look for what's hidden. I feel like you know what you need to do. Yeah, love, strong affection. You've got so much love for somebody. Let that shit out. Freedom, surrender to it. Yeah, this is despite you goofing up at some point in time. This all actually looks quite lovely. It looks like during all this mess, you grew up some and you really realized who you were and who you want or what type of person you want. Let me just say that. You could already have somebody in mind, or at least you do now. Let's see if we have any advice for Libra. Oh, you. Embrace the changes happening around you. Have recent changes made you uneasy? Accept them, adjust, and discover the opportunities that come with transformation. Would you believe transformations on the bottom of the deck? So I'll read that too. You are undergoing a profound transformation. Have recent changes made you uncertain? Embrace the shifts. They are guiding you towards personal and spiritual growth. Doesn't get any better than that, right? As my fellow spirituals will say, confirmation, right? Okay, let's see. We are on Scorpio. Back to a water sign. I can't say I've had a lot of dealings with Scorpios that I'm aware of. I might have worked with a ton of them, ran into a ton of them. We just never got to talking about zodiacs and astrology, but we are on Scorpio. Like I said, I'm rolling through all zodiac signs. We're pretty far down the list. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Six of Pentacles, like that. Got an instant feeling that the scales are going to be balanced and your generosity is going to pay off. High Priestess in reverse. A lot of instant feelings on this. Nine of Swords. Magician. Oh, despite this, Atlas. Three of Pentacles. Feeling the need for one more. King of Cups, Eight of Wands, something coming at you fast. I mean, I know on the outset, this doesn't look good, but it feels good. It feels like your opportunities, your money, your livelihood is going to balance. Where this high priestess energy is usually seen positive, with it in reverse, I feel like whoever's in your way, a boss, supervisor, mother, older sister, somebody, out the way, gone. You're going to grieve it a little bit, but it's a short lived grieving process, baby, because you're pulling out the wand showing the magician that you are. And go for this. I feel like this Three of Pentacles is in the reverse because you're a little bit hesitant about working on something. Go for it because it's gonna lead you to this King of Cups. When I see the King of Cups, and he's out here on the throne in the ocean, not giving a damn feeling. He's got his wand, he's got his cup, he's got his crown. This is someone that's so sure of themselves, even with nothing around them. They are completely confident they're going exactly where they want to go, need to go, and that they are going to get there. So let's clarify the mystery. What is the thing here? It's got the Three of Pentacles upside down. What's got the Three of Pentacles upside down, Scorpio? Inner child wounds, Five of Wands. When we fight with ourselves, we are fighting a battle that doesn't need to take place. Ha ha ha, you got the High Priestess upright. If you heal this insecurities coming from your inner child wounds, there's somebody in your life that knows you've got this wounded little girl or little boy, or if you're non-binary, wounded individual inside you. Listen to them. Knight of Pentacles. Oh yeah, yeah. That Three of Pentacles is gonna turn the Knight of Pentacles real fast, real fast. But I am curious about one other thing. Seven of Swords. Justice. Six of Wands. You don't want to fight. You just want to be treated fairly with something, and you're tired of somebody using your insecurities to cripple you. I know that seems like a very literal interpretation, but when I see the Seven of Swords in reverse, I see someone doing everything that they can, Scorpio, to not want to fight something. Just want to come to a resolution. You just want something to be fair with this Justice card. Let's see if we could get one thing that maybe that you can focus on that will help you out. Intense feelings. Your emotions are stronger than usual right now. Are you experiencing a wave of emotional intensity? Allow yourself to feel and express these emotions. Releasing them will bring you peace. I feel like that's tied to this inverted high priestess. There's somebody you need to tell how you've actually been feeling, but you're scared to step into your own power. You're losing sleep over it too. But it's going to go better than you think. And even if it doesn't, it's going to be such a relief that you're not holding on to and dealing with it anymore. You're going to feel free. And let me just say, feeling free from the cage of your own mind is priceless. Absolutely and utterly priceless. All right. Now we've got Sagittarius. I'm a cusper. I was born on the very first day of Capricorn. So a lot of times I show a lot of Sagittarian traits. That's why some people don't realize I'm a Capricorn at times until they either hit me the right way with a business idea or need something done, or hit me the wrong way and realize I can be just as spicy as I can be cold. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Come on, Sagittarius. Oh, you won't be quiet. Knight of Cups just flipped itself up there. It's just set itself up. Oh, fine, fine, fine. The Knight of Cups actually set itself up. Inverted Knight of Pentacles, inverted Queen of Pentacles, inverted Nine of Pentacles, inverted Two of Wands. This feels like a chokehold. This feels like your feelings for someone has put a chokehold on the rest of your life right now. That's really what it feels like. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing but empty cups. What's going on here? It feels like you want to love someone and you can't. Or you tried to and weren't able to. And it's like everything else in your life just kind of went to shit. Oh, it did not want me to shuffle. What we got on the bottom of the deck here? Well, let me shuffle now. More inner child wounds fighting with yourself. Whew. Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Okay, I'm sorry for the silence there. I'm still here. To get the Magician on top of the inverted Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Swords. This feels really emotional. Feels like a lot of loss. I seldom interpret these things so literally, but it's like you feel like the magic is gone out of your life. And this inverted Queen of Pentacles, I'm pulled to the fact that it feels like you lost or your distance from someone that used to be a good emotional resource from you. Because I'm also seeing that over here with the inverted Nine of Pentacles. Maybe there was two feminine energies that you're distanced from that you don't want to be. And you're over here fighting with yourself about it, looking at the empty cups. But you're keeping yourself from some lovely stuff here. But why? I feel like this is lack of inner growth, sacred union, finances, shapeshifter mimicking. Oh, someone came in your life and helped you fuck up your finances. I tend to, there's seldom, unless you see like a young person whose trust fund was in the hand of someone else and they spent all their money. We can only allow we can only, somebody can only affect us this deeply if we allow. But it looks like your heart led you to have someone that was a little bit of a snake in the grass. It looks like a big one, mimicking a friend, a good business partner, something. screwed up your money. Here you thought that you had maybe met a match as a friend or a match as a lover, and they stalled out your whole inner growth. They are the block. They are the block. Person's brunette and a man, muscular build. That's what we got. Brunette man with a muscular build is your block. And I almost feel like I don't want to pull for some reason for Sagittarius. Like I feel like you're not gonna listen. I feel like you're pretty stuck in this like everything shit energy. Sacred union. I'm drawn to the bottle on this. I don't know if it's as literal as shipping a bottle project, or your emotions are bottled, or maybe someone's fighting with a bottle like booze and addiction. But it's a sacred union. Two powerful forces are uniting, whether in a relationship or within yourself. This union brings energy and growth. Embrace this connection. It will lead to deeper understanding and transformation. You got to dig into yourself here. You got to dig into yourself. Find the purpose. Accept what's happened. I feel like you're stuck. You are stuck neck deep in some woe is me energy. And as long as you're stuck there, if you were any of you were here from the earlier reading, or if you're watching the replay, that once you get stuck in a lack mindset, your thoughts control your actions control your reality. If you're just putting out there, nothing will ever get better. It's always going to feel this miserable. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what you're going to get. And if any of you follow me on TikTok, go tell TikTok that I'm old enough. I did the face verification, and it said that I look too young, and that's just like I guess my skincare routine is working, but they did not believe that I was almost 50, and it would not let me go live. I had to submit an appeal. So anyway, enough about me. I see two of you guys have hung in here for almost a duration. The two of you who have been in here for the entire time, please drop a comment. You're going to get a free of charge, in-depth private reading with a couple of questions of your choice. I appreciate you. My throat is dry as the Sahara, and I'm almost out of tea. And if you like teas, I've partnered with Fusion Teas. I'm drinking the throat therapy right now. It's some of the best tea in the business right there. Fresh loose leaf tea. They've got a little bit of something for everything that ails you. Hey. Capricorn. Hey. Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. That's a lot of new beginnings. Eight of Swords. Eight of Cups. 1-1. That felt accidental. I'm a shuffle and cut the deck. Whatever comes out, comes out. I always struggle with my own sign. Of course, my own energy came out. The devil. With the Sun and Queen of Cups on the bottom here. All right, Capricorn, what's up? A lot of new beginnings. That's usually indicative of people that have ended cycles, starting over. I don't know if you noticed that in this particular deck, you'll see that a lot of the ace cards are coming out of the clouds. I take that as symbolism, like when things end, you're crawling out of that cave, starting over. But I like the energy of the Ace of Wands followed by the Ace of Swords. Inverted Eight of Swords. Not trapped by this energy anymore. Feels like freedom. Walked away for something. On to bigger and better things. Your own energy showing up inverted. I'm hoping that's not my own stuff layering over this. This feels like you're not quite sure. You're almost there, but it feels like you're not quite sure of yourself. Like you're feeling your little self. I could tell it. And you're ready to put in the work, but it feels like there's some uncertainty there. Your own energy shouldn't be showing up in the reverse. Well, I did ask it why. I did ask it why. And you got 5 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Dealing with too much. One thing at a time. Let your heart be broken, Capricorn. Get past that. Devastation of things ending and having to face your own emotions. Us Capricorns, we really hate emotions. We would rather deal with a fucking audit. We would rather deal with an IRS tax audit than deal with our emotions. But look at this. Finances are gonna get better. You're gonna feel more grounded. New things are sort of grow, but you got to get your own energy straight. I'm curious with these new beginnings. What's going on here? Let's point it out. Queen of Swords and Empress. Well, I like that for you guys. She ruthless. And Capricorns are known for being ruthless. It looks like you're gonna march into your new life with a lot more surety, but you gotta get over this here at the end. And Temperance. It looks like you're gonna learn to balance this ruthless thing and your up in the air feelings about whether or not love has a place in your life. It looks like you're going to learn to get that together. And that's a hard get together because, like I said, we would rather have to paint a house, go through an audit, and move a hospital than deal with our emotions. So asking us to do that is a lot. Speaking from experience. What's one advice card here for dear Capricorn that they can focus on right now? Admiration. You are worthy of admiration and respect. Have you been downplaying your value? Accept compliments and be proud of your achievements. You deserve recognition. Put yourself out there. And I feel like if my therapist watched this, he would be laughing his ass off because he keeps telling me to quit being shy and to put myself out there because I'm talented. I have a lot to give, a lot to offer if I just show people. So put yourself out there. Like I said, what's the worst case scenario? It's kind of like comedians when they get on stage, they're so worried about the jokes not landing. Worst case scenario, you get crickets or you get laughed off stage. You get the experience of knowing what to do better next time. You've faced your fear. Worst thing is it happened a little ding to your ego. That's it. Bad as that's gonna get. Wrap that up with Queen of Cups and the Sun being in reverse. I feel like getting your own energy straight there, Capricorn, is gonna flip both of these around for you. But you gotta do it. You gotta put in the work to do it. Okay, we are on Aquarius. Ow! That just pinched the fire out of me. We are on Aquarius. What is going on for you, Aquarius? Another air sign. Okay, this deck is. I think this deck wants me to put it down. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. 2 signs left, and the deck wants me to skip. But it did. It pinched the fire out of me. I probably have a blood blister. So lovely card box that I got a gift from a friend. I'll pull my other deck out and use it. Yeah, the Awakened Tarot just pinched the holy fire out of me. So I don't know if I need a bigger sign to switch up than that. Okay, Aquarius. We're in Aquarius season right now, aren't we? Ooh, I like that so far. Five of Swords. Got the Fool. Five of Pentacles. What is? A little hodgepodge, a little mishmash. Inverted Ace of Cups. Six of Swords. Conflict, winning at all costs. Betrayal, manipulation. New beginnings, spontaneity, freedom. Hardship, poverty, insecurity. Blocked emotions, missed opportunity, emotional drain, and transition, moving on, travel. Progress, inner growth. I can't ignore the fact that I don't like one thing about this is I know from someone who's had to fight battles long term, and the longer you fight, the more you're determined to win at all costs because of the time that's invested. Don't do that, Aquarius, because you're going to have to live with all your decisions. Yeah, inverted Five of Pentacles. Might get out of the lack mindset and end up on the throne, but it's not going to be a happy thing. Emperor in the reverse. Nine of Cups. Mmm. Hmm. What are you up to? I'm sorry, Aquarius. I'm getting the feeling that you've been up to something that's not quite so on board, so savory. You've been up to no good. What have you been up to? Magnetic attraction, passion, call hearing from them, meeting someone new, and new hope, proposal, unhealthy attachment, addiction. Blocked emotions. Something about this feels completely false. Are you putting on a false front to get what you want? I feel like you very well may be Aquarius. Yeah, snake, not what it looks like. Legal matters, disputes. You're doing something unsavory. Stop. And I don't like this energy. I'm going to get out of it. I'm going to pull your advice card and I'm going to move on. But yeah, you out there doing something. You know you ain't gonna, you ain't gonna supposed to. You ain't supposed to do it. And you will come out on top, but it's gonna be costly. It's gonna be costly. Deck's not wanting to talk to you. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, Aquarius. Walk your spiritual path to find the calm that comes from your higher self, gentle awakening. Growth often happens in the shadows before fully realized in the light. Like I said, you're the only sign that felt icky to me. I don't know what you're doing, but you know you're not supposed to do it. Change course. It's not too late, but yeah, do better. I think that's the only sign that I've lectured. Yeah, I had right before yours, I had a deck pinch me and one not want to like me to have anything to do with you. So I don't know what you're out there doing, Aquarius, but stop. But we are on the last sign. We are on Pisces. I didn't even get the shuffle. And Knight of Cups wants out. See, Pisces. I'm gonna go for 5. Or we're gonna go for 18, right? Everything works out. Fine, fine, fine. A lot of 8 of Cups in these readings. But I will say I'm proud of y'all. Like anybody that's walking away from something that's not fulfilling and walking towards something else, I will say. But that's a Hierophant. You go from the Knight of Cups upright to the King of Cups in reverse. And then you have the Hierophant in the world. And then you got the Empress inverted. You know what? This feels like two lovers you're willing to walk away from both of them because you can't decide. That's what this feels like. I don't know why, but that's what this feels like. None of these cards say anything like that. I mean, you got some romance and charm and complete filming and then departure. This feels like you're so twisted up over two people that you're willing to walk away from both of them, not to deal with it. Soulmate everlasting. That snake shape-shifting mimicking cards come out between the lines, inner growth. I think I'm tired. That's probably what's happening too. Relationship connecting, unresolved situation, and crossroads. So I wasn't completely wrong. You've got two things. It looks like the classic struggle. You know one person's not so great for you, but boy is it passionate and intense. But then you've got someone you know that's a better fit. It's going to help you grow. But you know, regardless, choosing one is going to break the other one's heart. You don't want to do it. So you almost would rather walk away from both of them than to do it. So one's brunette and one's bald. That's a hell of a decision. But I like bald men, so don't take me as that playing favorites. I am going to pull an advice card for you, Pisces, and close this out. I've been on the table way longer than ever. Thank you guys, especially you, Chef T. I feel like you're the one still here hanging out with me. Patience. Patience is the key to achieving your goal. Have you been feeling restless? Trust in the process. Wait for things to unfold. Great outcomes take time. And then it has synchronicity surprise on the bottom. Life's coincidences are often the universe's way of guiding you. Have you noticed unexpected synchronicities? These signs may be helping you find your path forward. So, yeah, if you're trying to make that decision instead of just walking away from both of them, look for those repeating numbers. Listen for that song that's always playing, that smell, or people always mentioning that food you and a certain person like. Universe is always trying to guide us. But we would literally most of the time want the heavens to split open and someone to come down and tell us word for word what to do. It's a little more subtle than that, shall we say. But if you didn't believe that, you wouldn't be here watching Tarot Party. But okay, this is your girl Soleil Moon. Her first live on YouTube went through the whole zodiac. I don't know if I'll ever do this again. I think I will take it like in groups: air signs, fire signs, water signs, earth signs next time. But thank you all, and I love you. And like I said, for my two long runners, which I'm guessing are the two people that commented, um, message me your questions, and I'll get to your reading. I might be able to get to them later today, but definitely sometime this week. Love you all. Stay beautiful, and remember, be real with how you feel. Anything less leads to nothing but absolute stress. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday.